how to apply as an international teacher here in the United States of America through direct hiring or do-it-yourself process. In this video, we are going to talk about that. So let's dive in and let the journey begin. Hello everyone, good day. Welcome to Powerful Couple Journey, where we talk about immigration process. And for today's video, we are going to discuss on the direct hiring of being a J1 teacher or H1B visa holder or international teacher here in the US. Disclaimer, this is not my entire process that I took. This is just my way of sharing to you the guidelines and ideas for a direct hiring, since in 2019 I did it through an agency and it's very expensive. This is my way of sharing my ideas to you. That way you can save more and you can enjoy and at the same time experience being an international teacher here in the United States of America. For my J1 teacher friends that are already here, congratulations. For my H1B visa holder friends, congratulations, because you're gonna have a legal permanent resident card soon if your employer is going to petition you for a green card. So let's dive into all these information. Things you have to know. Step 1. Ask yourself, how am I eligible to teach here in the United States of America? The aspiring teacher must consist the following details. Number 1, be proficient in English language. 2, hold at a minimum equivalent of a U.S. bachelor's degree in education or the academic subject in which they plan to teach. 3, be pursuing to enter the United States for the sole purpose of teaching full-time at a secondary or primary accredited school. 4, meet the qualifications for teaching in the U.S. where he or she intends to teach. There are 50 states in the U.S., so you can choose which one you'll want to teach. 5, have a minimum of 2 to 3 years of teaching or related professional experience. 6, meet the qualifications for teaching in secondary or primary schools in their home country or last legal residence. So like for example, if you are an aspiring teacher to become an international teacher here in the US from the Philippines, these are the qualifications that you must have. But if you really have the desire to come here in the US, I would really suggest, based on my own experience as a former J1 teacher with 212E rule teaching here in Florida, I would like to really appeal to you. I would really encourage you to tell your family about this one. Pray harder because it's not easy to teach in the US. There are a lot of things that you will have to explore and challenges that you have to overcome. So be prepared emotionally, and when it comes to your family, you have to think whether you want to choose as a J1 teacher or an H1B teacher here in the US. You have to sacrifice and then you will succeed. Let's go to step 2. Ask yourself, what are the necessary requirements to teach in the USA? 1. Foreign Credential Evaluation, FCE, Transcript of Records or TOR, and Diploma. This must be evaluated with Foreign Credential Evaluation. The list of FCE companies are the following. Choose one foreign credential evaluation company. That way, you will know which one to do the process. There's a fee for you to do this one. So it's ranging from $120 to $150. So it depends on the foreign currency that you have, especially from Philippine peso to US dollars. Most J1 teachers and H1B are using WES or WES and SpanTran. So either way, it's going to help you with the process to get your FCE through do-it-yourself. 2. Once you've gathered all your requirements, you might start applying for schools directly. There are 2 ways. Once you gathered all your information, like your foreign credential evaluation, then you might start applying for schools immediately. Make sure you have your resume, cover letter, and foreign credential evaluation. Once you gathered all your requirements and documents, you may start applying for schools directly. There are two ways to do that. One, send your letter, cover letter, reference letter, and TOR or transcript of records to the emails of the school districts that may want to register to following job sites. I will post A to I what are the job sites that you can go, and you can also find other sites in the internet. Just make sure it's legit and follow these instructions for you to have an idea. You can go to LinkedIn, K-12 Job Spot, ED Join, School Springs, Indeed. If you want to teach in Alaska because they have a higher pay, go to this site. Glassdoor for North Dakota if you wanted to go. Any other states, choose the 50 states. And ZipRecruiter for the link to apply. 2. Search for schools and apply on your school website and register there. Search for schools to apply through their school website and register there. Important to know, check the list of schools that are offering J1 visa or H1B visa. This is the link that you can go. That way, you will have the chance to think about the J1 or H1B visa. What's the difference? J1 is an exchange cultural program and you will have your visa sponsor. That's what I have. I only was given 3 years to teach and 2 years of extension, a total of 5 years. However, if you will have an H1B visa, it's a dual intent. You will get a work permit through your school district that will sponsor you. And if they would like to see that you are really growing and have a good performance with them, then they can petition you to a legal permanent residence here in the US. That's why it's called a dual intent. Take note, you need to be patient with their responses. They would schedule you for an interview if they see that you are a good fit in their school. You must be positive and move on if they will decline your application. Think of this, the US needs a lot of teachers. So it's your time to shine and show them that you have a very good resume, cover letter, and a stellar foreign credential evaluation. Think in your mind, face your fears, and always have a positive outlook in life with full of hope and thanksgiving to our Lord Jesus Christ because He is the source of everything. And that's what I have to put in my mind when I was applying in the year 2018 and I was able to come here in August 2019. So be prepared and have faith. So if you arrive to an idea which one you would like to choose, whether a J1 or an H1B, this step 3 is for the J1 aspirants only. You can bring your family here as a J2 if you will go to this route. So step 3 for J1 aspirants only. Secure a job offer from the principal or interviewer. Once you received your job offer, it is time to look for sponsoring agency to help you work on your visa processes. Here is the link that you can apply. There are sponsoring agencies that offer 0 fees, and these are EPI, TPG, GTP, FACES or FACES, and GEC. Try one. A lot of J1 teachers has FACES, TPG, and EPI, but now EPI is very strict when it comes to filing a J1 waiver. I know as a J1 teacher, we would like to stay here in the US for our family and to support ourselves as well and have that American dream. So if you choose EPI, it's a good way to go. However, just a thing that you have to put at the back of your mind, they're very strict when it comes to marrying a US citizen or wanting to get a J1 waiver. These are the visa sponsors that has fees. CICD Global Opportunities or Intrax, which is my visa sponsor. I paid this one through an agency and I am teaching you how to do this directly without the help of any agency. That way you're not going to have a lot of payments to that particular LLC. Spirit Cultural Exchange, IIE, Green Heart. A lot of J1 teachers that are here in the school district we have in Central Florida, they have Green Heart. But if you would like to have another one, there's ITES and International Alliance Abroad. You can pause or screenshot all these information. That way you will have a chance to really look at the website step by step and really hoping to reach out to me. That way you will know the step-by-step process, and I'm willing to help you and give you this link. Remember, this is not spoon feeding. This is your time to really become responsible and do your due diligence in applying through direct hiring. If you arrive in this video, please give us a like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Powerful Couple Journey. That way we can share a lot of information to our aspiring J1 teachers or H1B visa holders here in the United States of America. Note, you have to budget $3,000 to $5,000 once you process it on your own. There's always a fee in everything, just like your foreign credential evaluation. All of the processes when it comes to having your Philippine or US embassy, it really matters to the budget that you have as well. When you come here in the US already, if you have a job offer and did all the processes, then you need to have a pocket money. That's why it's between $3,000 to $5,000. Don't lose hope. If you have certain people that you can tap, borrow money from them, and let them know that you are also budgeting to pay them as the time goes by once you have your paycheck here in the US through teaching. Prior to coming here in the US, you also have to think of a school that might able to cater your needs like transportation, housing, all of the materials, school supplies that you have, because it's not easy to find schools here, especially in Florida. You need to have your own car and you have to establish your credit score first. That way you can have your first car, or you can ask your friend that is already here in the US, then ask their credit card, let them know that you'll pay them over time once you are already established here in your school district and able to get your paycheck after a month or two. Other things to be done when you are here in the US, you have to go and get your social security number, your blueprint, your state teaching exam, and updates from your sponsoring agency. You are guided by your sponsor on staying here in the US, and they will really secure that you are really being well in your school district. So always reach out to them if you encounter any problems. Also, please pay attention to your housing, transportation, and surroundings. You might end up in a ghetto neighborhood that is very unsafe. Praying for your American dream. Now, there are other ways to apply. These are with fees. Apply directly to school district's website. You need to study and choose a state. Like for example, if you prefer a certain state like Arizona, search through a website or a browser like Google and type school districts in Arizona. All school districts will appear, and look at your website and search for their human resources menu and find either jobs, careers, employment, or any related keyword pertaining to their teacher vacancies. You may need to create an account through their online portal. You must fill, answer, and attach all necessary files needed to get a chance to be interviewed by a school principal or the recruitment team. These documents are your resume, cover letter, foreign credential evaluation, other important documents that you can have like your recognition from the Philippines or from your country that can support your teaching experience that is also valuable here in the US. It is important to consider your housing, transportation, cost of living, and access to grocery stores and other immediate needs. Think of it this way. J1 teachers are only allowed to teach 3 to 5 years, while H1B is a dual intent and allowed to have a work permit and be able to get a green card or legal permanent resident LPR through their employer. Example of schools or school districts are Arizona Department of Education Public Schools District, Florida Department of Education, Public Schools District, New Mexico Department of Education, Public Schools District, and many more in the 50 states. If you wanting to teach with higher pay, go for California, New York, Hawaii, and the northern states because they are really wanting to have more J1 teachers that have vacancies in their school district. But if you are also thinking about that, then think of the housing and transportation because that's where they have to get you aside from the state tax and federal tax. Very most important thing, secure a job offer. Repeat it with me. Secure a job offer. For J1 visa, once you get a job offer, you can find a visa sponsor. That is, if the school district is not sponsoring a visa and if they agreed that you can sought for your own J1 visa sponsor, you must email the visa sponsor and inform them that you have a job offer by attaching this letter and ask them to process your DS 2019. This is what we call self-placement program or J1 visa sponsor. For H1B visa, you are not required to have a visa sponsor because the school district itself is your sponsor for H1B dual intent. But if the school district has a connection to a visa sponsor, you do not need to find one, but just wait for the email of the visa sponsor. The moment you got your J1 offer directly from the school district or school, it is time to look for a sponsoring agency to help you work with your visa application process. Here's the link to see it at j1visa.state.gov. Just explore this website and make sure you are on the right site. Again, if you would like to get this link and all the information, please message me and leave a comment on the comment section below. That way I could send you the link and help you with the information. Take note, not all visa sponsors provide to all states. They have clusters of states, jurisdictions, or territory that is allowed by the federal government. So choose wisely. Important to know if you would like to do it yourself. Applying as a school teacher here in the United States of America. 1. Eligibility. 2. Requirements. 3 ways to apply. Applying directly to the school district website. Apply to free visa placement, which is full placement. Apply to job sites or job banks. Create an account and upload or attach the requirements needed. It's your choice if you wanted to get an H1B visa or a J1 visa. Just weigh the pros and cons. When it comes to J1, you can teach here for 3 to 5 years and bring your family, but it's not an easy route to get a J1 waiver and establish yourself here in the US. You might still need to fulfill the 2-year rule, which is a 212E, 2-year home residency requirement. If you're gonna get an H1B, you will have a dual intent, work permit, and your employer can sponsor you to get a legal permanent resident card here in the US. However, if you have your spouse and you wanted him or her to work, they can't work not unless there's already a pending petition or a pending process for you to get an LPR. 5. Prepare a certain amount for visa application. 6. Have courage to do it with all your mind and make sure your family is on board. 7. It is tough to teach in the USA. Prepare lots of prayers and courage. If you wanted to have a money remittance that you can trust without any transfer fees, I am using TaptapSend, and here is the link that you can go. Use my code EMMARY. That way you can also have some extra amount that you can give to your family back home. Use the code EMMARY. Think of this, support your family back home, know your greatest why, and enjoy every moment that you're here in the United States of America. Your American dream awaits. Pray fervently, and you will succeed. God bless on your journey, whether you wanted to get an H1B or a J1 visa. Other things to note, other things to think about. If you are single and have a chance to come here in the US as an international teacher, but you have a 212E rule to your home residency requirement, but you were able to find your love of your life like a US citizen and able to get married here in the US, you can apply for a J1 waiver. We have a lot of sample templates that you can use through powerfulcouplejourney.com, where we can cater all the templates that you can use. This is based on our own experience. We're not immigration lawyers, but we were able to succeed with our do-it-yourself process of J1 waiver from a J1 teacher with 212E rule, a Filipina from the Philippines, now a legal permanent resident here in the United States of America. The strong, compelling arguments are placed in our website, and this is my way to get a waiver to a legal permanent resident, or we call it a green card. And now I'm sharing my ideas and information to you. Please give us a like, share, subscribe to this YouTube channel, Powerful Couple Journey, if you find this video valuable. Please reach out and give us a comment. That way I can give you the link. If you are really wanting to come here in the US, for the hiring season is from January to June, and pray that you will be here by July to October, which is the start of the school year here in the US. All the information that I'm giving to you is based on our own experience and the experience of other teachers that came here in the US, and we are sharing our ideas through J1 Waiver Helping Hands group. Just agree to group rules and I will accept you immediately as your admin, and we are always here to help. Please give us a comment and we will give you the link of the direct hiring process as a J1 teacher. It's not easy though, because there's going to be interviews that you have to do. Just reach out and we can help you. Again, your American dream awaits. It's really in your hands. Prepare yourself, have courage, and you can do it with the help of our Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you so much and see you in my next video.